Good morning, yogis. Namaste. This will be your Friday morning practice. The last practice I will upload this week, as I will be back online for the live stream on Monday again. So enjoy the class. Find a few pillows, a blanket nearby your side, and find your way to tune into the class. Nice seated position on the mat. Enjoy the class. See you soon. So get nice and comfortable. We'll start the class by just tuning in, arriving today. You can take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, releasing the shoulders down. Create length in your spine. Gently feel the crown of the head rise. And for a moment, we're closing our eyes. Turning our attention away from anything on the outside and starting to look within. Take a moment to sense how you feel today. Noticing any activity in your mind. Ask yourself if it's busy or if you're here in the present moment. And we're just watching, observing without judging or controlling anything. Noticing your muscles and your bones, scanning through the body, seeing if it's open or closed. Does it feel heavy or light? How does it feel in your neck and your throat? Noticing your shoulders, your chest. Does it feel open or does it feel heavy today? Noticing your core, your belly, your lower back, your hips. Is there anywhere it feels tight? Noticing your legs, your thighs. Get a sensation of the weight, the mass of your body, your bones and your muscles as we're sinking into the ground, and start feeling that connection to the ground beneath you, where you're connecting with the mat on your ankles, your knees, and your sitting bone. Then you start to pay attention to your breath. Just watching the inflow and outflow of your breath. And gently start deepening. Making the inhalation soft, long and deep. And matching the exhalation with the inhalation. Drawing the breath all the way down to your lower belly. Deep inhale and exhale. Take a few more round of breath. Gently arriving back. Flicking your eyes gently open. Removing anything under your sitting bone. We're grabbing hold of our ankles with our hands, keeping the sitting bone grounded, nice long spine, and then we'll start to circle. It's a really nice, soft hip opener, and at the same time, it's giving a gentle massage to all our inner organs, releasing the old and bringing in new energy. We can shift the other direction and find your own rhythm, whether you go fast or slow, keeping the breath long and deep. Gently making the circles a little smaller and a little smaller again. Gently just rocking from side to side at the end, finding stillness. We're taking the legs out in front, knees are bent, sitting in the center of the mat, gently lowering all the way down, hugging those knees into the chest. Maybe making small circles on the sacrum. Then we'll release the hands and we'll stack the right knee on top of the left. So the right leg comes all the way over. Gently hugging both of those knees into your chest. Option to just stay here, feel that nice stretch in the back of the left side. Or we can slide the hands down, grab hold of the ankles or the outside of the feet. Start drawing the legs down and towards your chest. Breathing slowly and deeply into that stretch. We'll stay here for another 4 breaths. For every inhale, draw the legs down and towards your chest. Last deep, long inhale. Deep, long exhale. Releasing gently the legs. Unstack the knees, and this time the left come over the right. Stacking the knees on top, gently drawing them towards the chest. And maybe you already feel a good stretch here. You can just work from this spot. If you would like to go further, take your hands down to your ankle or grab hold of the outside of your feet, drawing the legs down and towards your chest. 5 soft breath here. Nice deep soft inhale, drawing the legs towards the chest. And exhale deeply. Releasing gently the legs, unstack and placing the soles of the feet down to the ground. Take your belt or your strap, whatever you have by your side.
And then we want to place it on underneath the sole of the right feet. So nicely, hands are grabbing onto either side, and then we'll just start gently bending the knees, drawing the right thighs towards the chest. And we can start with the knees bent, and when it starts to feel a bit more soft and opening, you can maybe gently start to just straighten that leg. So try out what feels good and then gently soften by drawing the thigh towards the chest. Breathing in, soften as you inhale. Maybe gently see if you can create more length in the leg by straightening. You can release the left leg all the way down. And again, notice if you need to have a little micro bend in that knee or if you want to have it all straight. Nicely wake up in the legs. And we'll start to bring in a little movement, also coming into the hips. So I'll just need to switch my position. So you'll take the strap over to the right hand, and then you'll draw that right leg all the way over to the right as you inhale. So just go as far as feels good. You don't need to come all the way down to the ground. Keep that tension between the hand and the neck, and releasing all the way back up. Switching to the left hand, drawing the right leg over to the left. I probably look opposite to you because of the screen, but go with the leg you're working on. Inhale back. Switch the hands, exhale, right leg draws over to the right opening. Inhale back to center. Switching the hands, drawing it over to the left. And continue inhaling up, exhaling as you're stretching out. Be mindful of your movement and your body. Only go until it feels good. Release any attachment to the outcome and just work gently into your body opening. One more round on each side. And exhale, you can gently come back to center, releasing the strap, releasing both feet back to the ground, bending the knees, both soles of the feet are in the ground. And we're coming on to the other leg, straightening the left, or the opposite leg that you were working on before. Place the strap underneath the soles of your feet. And we can start with the knee bend, just drawing that leg towards the chest. Nice strong opening in the leg. Softening on your inhales and your exhales. Maybe gently see if you can create more length in that leg. And if the leg is shaking, then that's just natural way of releasing energy. Releasing that right leg all the way down. And you can work with the knee bend or the leg straight, whatever feels right. And again, we can start to bring in some movements. So taking both strap over to the left hand and start drawing the left leg open over. Exhale, coming back to center, shifting the hand and drawing the left leg over to the right. Exhale back. Inhale as you open. And try to pay attention, where's your spot? Where do you feel a nice stretch without tipping over? Keep going. Working with your inhales and your exhales. You're opening your body. Let's do one more round on each side. And find the way back to center. And when you're back, releasing the strap. Bending the knees. And we can hug the knees into chest. Place the hands behind the knees, and then we can roll on the spine to come all the way back up. Transition back into our tabletop. So we'll scoop the legs back, place the knees under our hips and hands under shoulders. From here we can find our down dog, coming the toes, lifting the knees off the mat. Start drawing the chest to the thighs and lifting the tailbone. And take a moment to maybe walk the dog, check in with your position. Fingertips are nice and spread, shoulders are rolling open. The neck is nice and loose. Tailbones pushing up, creating length in the spine. You can be on your toes or you can be on your heels. 2 long breaths here. Next, deep inhale, bend the knees, look in between the hands. And we'll walk step by step to the front. Cupping the hands in front or place them on the shin, halfway lift, making a tabletop. With our spine, reaching the crown of the head forward. Weight comes more on the front of the toes. Inhale here. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, straight spine, hands come overhead. And exhale, prayer to heart. Taking a moment to find your mountain pose. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. And we're pressing the soles of the feet into the ground as if you want to step through the mat. Nice and active legs. Tailbone tucks down, pubic bone sucks into the spine. Roll the shoulders up to the ears and back. Gentle lift in the chest. Crown of the head is reaching up and hands are loose by the side. Take a moment here, feeling the connection from the soles of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. stability, nice and stable, firm pose. From this point we move, releasing the hands overhead, and exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, we're finding plank. And from plank we can move the knees down, the chest and the chin, rolling into cobra, pushing the soles of the feet in the ground, lifting the knees, rolling the shoulders back and lifting from the core, opening, breathing into the chest. Shoulders are moving away from the ears here. And exhale, finding a way back into down dog. For 3 nice breaths. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale. Bend the knees, look in between the hands, and we can walk, step, or maybe do a little jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Rising up on an inhale, hands come overhead. And prayer comes to heart. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And finding our plank. One breath here. And then we go knee, chest, chin. Rolling into cobra on an inhale. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, the right leg shoots up behind us. Exhale, right foot comes to the front. Option to have a straight left leg or option to drop the knees. Inhale, rising the hands overhead. Opening in the chest. And exhale, we're dropping the right hand down, and then we'll start to stretch in the left side body. So the right hand comes further down, we're reaching the left hand up. Our body comes onto a nice angle, feeling that stretch in the left side body. Inhale here. And exhale back to center, opening the chest. Sitting down a little further. And exhale, hands back to the front. Stepping the left foot to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold. Straight spine, rising, hands overhead. Prayer to heart. You go straight away, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plank. Knee, chest, chin. Cobra. And down dog. Next, inhale, left leg comes up. Pushing the sole of the foot back, bending the knee, left foot to the front. Options, straight leg or bending the knee down. Rising the hands overhead. Exhale, sit down a little deeper. And then we'll come on to a little side stretch here. Left leg, left hand comes down, reaching the right hand up. Left fingertips reaches down to the ground. Feel a nice stretch here in the right side body. Nice inhale. And gently exhale back to center, opening the chest. Exhale, sink down a little deeper. And exhale, hands come to the front, right leg steps to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands overhead. And exhale, prayer to heart. Inhale, we're sitting into a chair, hands come to the front, sitting nicely back, checking that the knees are not coming over the toes. Broadening in the chest, engaging nicely in the core. Inhale here. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Finding plank. And we can drop knee, chest, chin. Cobra. And down dog. From down dog, we'll start to walk the hands all the way back. Forward fold. And rolling in the spine to come all the way back up. Vertebra by vertebra. Shoulders and neck comes last. Finding again that nice stable mountain pose. Feet are hip width apart. Pressing firmly in the feet in the ground. Nice and strong legs. Tugging the tailbone, sucking the pubic bone in. Shoulders come up to the ears, rolling them back, opening the chest. Crown of the head is reaching up. And we'll come over to the right side, putting a weight onto the right leg. And then we can bend the left knee and let it hover just above the hips. So the knees parallel to the hips, feet hovering above the ground. And then we'll wrap the ankle and place it on top of the right thigh. Once again, prayer to heart, or sitting nicely into a chair. And if you're losing the balance, take a moment to just try again, come back up. Find a nice focus point somewhere on the floor. See if you can sit down a little further. One more nice inhale. Sitting down a little further. And inhale, come all the way back up. Let that right knee hover and then take it a big step back into high lunge. Exhale, releasing the hands to the front, stepping into down dog. And once again, walking the hands all the way back to the front. Rolling on the spine to come all the way back up. Shoulders and neck comes last. And again, finding that stable mountain pose. Coming on to the other side, putting a weight more on to the left side. Bending the right knee, crossing it over the left thigh, prayer to heart, and sitting nicely down into a chair. Find a focus point somewhere on the ground. Flexing in the right feet. See if you can sit down a little further. One more last deep inhale. And gently releasing back up, bending the knee, let the feet still hover over ground. And see if we can take a nice big step back into high lunge. Hands overhead. And exhale, taking the hands to the front, stepping back into down dog. Take another 2 deep breaths here. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, dropping the knees down to the ground. We'll come into wide-legged child pose. You can take the knees open wide, let them come out to either side of the mat, sinking nicely down, and let the hands gently walk out in front, dropping the chest, dropping the head into the ground. And gently return to that deep, slow breathing you had at the beginning of the class. Maybe rocking the head from side to side. Give a nice massage to that area in between the eyebrows. Gently lifting the head, let the hands walk yourself all the way back. Sitting onto one side, releasing the legs straight out in front. Come sitting into the center. And from here, let yourself roll all the way back down, hugging those knees back into chest. And our last pose of today will be your happy baby. So taking the soles of the feet straight up to the ceiling, grab hold of the ankle and let the knees and the legs fall out to the side. Keeping the sacrum nicely on the ground. And if you want to come deeper into this pose, you can grab a toe lock or grab hold of the outside of the feet. Just choose a variation that feels good. Gently opening the hips and the hip joints. Maybe you can rock a bit from side to side. One more last deep inhale. Gently releasing the legs, hugging the knees into chest. And from here we'll find our Shavasana. Grabbing a blanket over you if you need it. Maybe take a nice pillow under your head. Releasing the legs all the way down. Releasing the ankles of the feet out to the side. Releasing the hands, flipping the palms to the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale, let go of the breath, the practice. Let go of any thoughts in your mind. Let yourself sink deeper into the ground. Releasing any muscles in your neck, in your chest. Releasing your arms. Easing your belly, your lower back, your hips. Releasing the legs all the way down to the knees, the ankles, the sole of the feet, the toes, full body relaxed, letting go. You can gently start to come back. Wiggle a bit your hands and your toes. Taking the arms overhead, give yourself a nice full body stretch. And hugging the knees into chest. Letting yourself fall over to one side. And gently finding your way back into a seated position on the mat. We'll meet with the eyes closed and the hands onto the thighs. I will seal this practice with one Om. If you'd like to say one quiet Om with me, let's take a breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale for one Om. Prayer to heart. Take a moment to notice how you feel. A moment to set an intention for the day. Saying thank you for something that happened or someone that you feel grateful for. Letting the hands rub against each other to create some heat inside the palm of the hands. Place the palm of the hands over your eyes for a nice breath in. And as you exhale, gently let the hands slide down and open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for today.